track my face. Track my face. How do you track my face? Let's get that on there. Right, how do we do this? Gimbal. I don't want the gimbal rotated. Oh yeah, that's good. Right, how are we all? Hope you've all had a good Christmas, a nice easy one. No dramas, no family dramas. And Happy New Year to you all when that comes. I think I'll put this video out maybe before the new year. And the reason I'm doing this video is I've got myself a new toy. I've got myself a new camera. Do you know it's the Osmo, the one with a little head on it that you can rotate and all that. So I'm just testing it out in my garage really. I've got nothing really to show you. I'm just testing out. So this may just be a test run, maybe rather than any other video I put out. But the main reason for getting it is I started this YouTube lark about a year ago really, almost a year ago to the day really, because last year I got myself a GoPro because I thought that was a camera to have. And they're great cameras. If you're doing a lot of outside stuff, GoPros are fantastic. But because obviously doing a lot of plastering, a lot of inside work, sometimes you're in low light. And the GoPro is not the camera for that. So just a word to the wise really. If you're watching this and you're thinking that you'd like to do some YouTubing or some filming of your work, and the iPhone is brilliant, don't get me wrong, the iPhone is really good. But you need it for other things, and you know, just other. You know, sometimes you need the phone on you and you can't be recording with the phone because it rings and stuff like that, or you might want to play your music for your earphones. So anyway, the GoPro's good, but if you're in low light, I wouldn't recommend it at all, not at all. So judging by any research I've done, these DJI Osmos, they're much better in low light. So I'm just giving it a bit of a test now really. So I'm just going to plonk it down here. Actually, let's do the old swivelly head bit, because that's always quite fun. I see other blokes go, they'll turn the camera around. So it's just with one push of a button, the camera should turn round, and I shouldn't need to cut it and then turn my camera around physically and you know, like I usually do. So as if by magic, I'll show you a picture of the other side of the room as we speak. Look at that. That's worked out well, hasn't it? So that's the inside of the garage there. I've got a shelf to go up on there, because I've got some toys to go on. I don't know what it is. I think I'm reliving my second childhood, because I've got this man shed. I'm sort of having it as my old bedroom. So I've got all my old mobile phones there. I might just do a little display of them. But I've also got some South Park figures. So I'm really not a child, but South Park, I don't know if any of you watch it. It's a love or hate thing maybe. But sometimes South Park gives me some of the best laughs I've had on telly. It's really near the knuckle, and I like stuff like that. I like stuff that really pushes the boundaries of what's perceived to be like acceptable or not. So that's it. Let's turn you back round to me. Here I am. Here's old ugly bollocks, and this has also got a face tracking feature on it. So basically what that means is that if I'm plastering or I'm doing anything on a job, this thing can be set to track my face. So when I'm walking about, the little camera at the top will follow me, because a lot of time when you're plastering and you're moving around the room, you've got to keep going down and physically twisting the camera, you know, and sometimes you might just get a nice sweet spot of it balancing maybe on a mantelpiece or a windowsill. And you might get a really nice sweet spot, but then you've got to move it because you're working in a different part of the room. Whereas with this, the head follows you about, so the base can stay still. So that's all I'm doing really. I'm just out testing it out, because next year I just want to make the videos maybe look a little bit better really, and just try and up my game a bit, I suppose. That's the point, isn't it? So I don't know how this thing works, so I'll come back to you on this. Hold on. Right, so now I've face track enabled. Right, so now if I move, that camera should move. So if I'm working, if I'm doing a bit of plastering and I'm here and I'm chatting to you, you can all see me, but then I've got a little bit over here. So if I go over here, oh yeah, I'm working here. Let's try it right round the corner. See if I'm literally going down there now. So let's just pretend I'm going to paint this door. So I'm going to go and paint this door, and oh wow, yeah, it's actually following me. So I can't even go and have a piss in the corner without you seeing me now, can I? I really like that. I'm really impressed with that. And also what it does is, I believe, it connects to the phone. You've got the app on the phone, but within that I can also control that head now. So I join, right, so I'm connecting to the camera now. Right, yeah, that's all good. Now I think I can do a little zoomy. I can move that about here, so now I can move about. So if I'm talking to you and I wanted to show you a job, I can basically move that little camera about. I've got a little mic for it as well, which is meant to be a lot better sound quality, which I really hope it is for you. Oh wow, so I've just spun that round. Come back here, you. Hey, here I am. I really like that. Let's turn off the face tracking. Alright, yeah, now I've exited the face tracking. So I can turn that round and zoom in on that bit, if I think. Yeah, I've got a little bit of playing about to do with it. But all in all, it should make for some better videos, and I can still use a GoPro for some lovely close-ups and things like that. So anyway, let's see if I can edit this in the editor and come back to you. And enjoy a cup of tea while I do it. You know what, I can't wait to get back to work. I'm back to work on the 5th. What's the day today? It's Monday, 29th, is it? I cannot wait. Can't wait to get the old Alton Trail out and start skimming the walls again. Is that sad, or is it just me? I don't know. I think it's a lot of us blokes, and we like time off. But we're so conditioned to be doing something with our hands every day. And it's not like you can do this time of year indoors because all the decorations are up. So this is where my mind wanders and I start ordering things like this just after Christmas. And I've not got the money for it at all, to be honest. It was about 500 quid from Curry's, but what I've done a buy now, and then I've got to pay it by basically the middle of September, and I don't pay no interest on it. So I've got between now and September to pay 500 quid on this, which, you know, it's a weekend's work. So if it makes my videos better, gets me a few more subscribers, who knows, it could pay for itself. But anyway, let's turn this off and see what we've got. Okay, so I've just sat here and edited it as I usually would. I didn't really use the app that come with that. I'm not going to go too much into all that lot because a lot of you might not be at all interested in that sort of stuff. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of this. But any questions about what setups and, you know, what's best for what, feel free to ask, because I've sort of become a bit of an expert over the last year, really, trying different things out. Anyway, with my healthy drink, I'm going to say cheers to a prosperous and healthy 2026 for you all, and I hope to see you all then. I'll be back on the 5th of January, no doubt, editing my day's work. Usually on a fairly daily basis, I'll edit things down. For those of you that have been following me through the year, and I'm sure you all know you are, there's a lot of regular names pop up. A massive thanks for all your support through the year. And any new subscribers, yeah, you're more than welcome. And any questions about plastering, painting, anything else I get up to, just feel free to fire them at me. You can slag me work off, you can say how great it is, as long as you're involved, that's all that matters. But nothing nasty, eh? It's all about just being kind to each other. Anyway, I'll see you soon.